Hello everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Rivera Urban Homestead. It's Sunday, we're starting our vacation next week, so I have no work tomorrow. So we were thinking, let's slow cook something on the grill. We love, here at the homestead, we love eating off the charcoal grill. So what we're doing is a whole turkey. It's an 11-pound little guy, naturally raised, no antibiotics. You know, we try and keep it as clean as possible. So we're going to go through the process of making a whole turkey on the charcoal Weber grill. First thing I did, obviously, is I took the turkey out of its wrapping, washed it real good inside and out, took the little bag out with the innards, the lungs, the heart, which we'll cook up too. Me and my son like to eat that. And dried it all off. Now what I'm going to do is just make a little marinade that we're going to inject it with. So come on in and we'll get started. Alright, so all I'm going to do for the marinade is take 4 tablespoons of sweetened butter. Get that in a little pan. Let that start melting down. And adding to that, we're going to do 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1, 2, 3. Let me lower that a little bit. And we're going to do a half a cup of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil I use. Put that in there. And use 1 teaspoon of like a poultry seasoning or something. What I like to use is the Goya adobo. And just kind of add a little bit of that. And we're going to inject it with this just to keep it nice and moist inside, give it a little bit of butter inside that flavoring. So we'll let that melt down and then we will get to injecting it. Alright, so I got a pretty decent injector, not a plastic one, more metal. So we're just going to suck up some of this stuff. Like that. And what you want to do is just get it in there, and as you're pulling out, put a little tension. I kind of splattered some on the hot burner, if you heard that. Get that in there like that. Got some down there. You know, usually about like 8 or 9 spots you want to hit it. Okay. I think that's a wrap. Okay, so now the turkey is marinated. Now we're going to do a little dry rub. So let's get that set up. Okay guys, so for the dry rub, you know, I made about a tablespoon of each, 2 tablespoons of each, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some Himalayan pink sea salt I like to use, some grinder black pepper, and a little bit of smoked paprika, and also 1 packet of the Sazon Goya. It just makes this nice orange look to the meat. It really makes it look good right off the bat. So what we're going to do with this is just going to kind of stir it up first. I have it all mixed in the bowl here. Give that a little stir. Alright, first thing I want to do, I want to grab some of that and I want to get it under the skin, in the skin pocket under there. I like getting it inside there. If you just lift that skin up and just start working your fingers in there, you'll be able to get in there, and that'll just give that inner part a nice piece of the seasoning. And then pretty much just all around, you know, you want to... You know what? I'm sorry. One thing I did forget to do before you do the outer, what you want to do is just kind of take some of your marinade mixture, because it has that olive oil in it, and kind of just put some on the outside of this turkey. And what that'll do is keep them seasonings on there They won't be getting just, they won't like come off, you know what I mean? The oil kind of is a sticking agent for the seasoning, so my bad. Hey, this is my first one really doing it like this, so okay, so now I got some of that oil on there, so this seasoning will stick a little bit better, and we'll just use the rest of what I got to get seasoning all on that bird. So we got some under the skin, we got some on the outside of the skin, and again with that orange adobo, the Goya, it really makes that bird pop. Okay, so we injected it with the marinade, we rubbed it with the dry rub. Now we'll go get the grill set up. I'll show you what I do with that. Okay, so I guess we're having some bonus experiment with the turkey. Some of our fresh poblanos that we got out of the garden, we're going to incorporate them into stuffing the turkey. So Christine is going to show you what she has thought out. Okay, so what are you doing? You're going to stuff the garlic and onions in the peppers or no?
Yeah. And then stuff the peppers in the cavity of the turkey.
Okay, so we're stuffing the poblanos.
We're taking the seeds out so that you don't have a whole lot of heat.
Yep, take the seeds out so the turkey isn't like hot and spicy.
Which
and
it
we're
won't
gonna
be anyway, but...
We're going to stuff the poblanos with the garlic and then stuff the turkey with them. And then what are you going to use the poblanos after it's all done roasting in there for those hours?
You're going to puree it and you can use it for future green chili sauce.
Okay, so it's basically just prep to make a future sauce. So that's how we're going to, instead of like roasting them in the oven, we're going to put them in the turkey. It'll get those seasonings wrapped up into it. So I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. Okay, so just cut the top off, take the seeds out. Stuff in a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic. I can smell those poblanos. Just stick them in the turkey hole. There they are.
This one's purple.
It was ripening more than the other ones, yeah. Eventually everything kind of turns red pretty much in pepper world, in a sense. So that's it. We're going to stuff these. We're going to stuff the turkey with it. And we'll see how it goes. So there it is. Fresh garden poblanos stuffed with onions and garlic stuffed into our turkey. We'll see how it rolls. Okay, so check it out. We're going to get this heat going. The way we're going to cook this turkey is indirect cooking. So let's get the chimney started. I don't have any newspaper. That's normally what you use, but here's a little helpful tip. If you go to Trader Joe's or any supermarket, ask for paper instead of plastic. Because I just ripped up a Trader Joe bag, and that's what I'm going to be using for my kindling underneath. Shove that under there. Let's go to the grill. Alright, so let's go get it hot. You know what I like to use, my quick fire torch. Alright, we'll let that get going and I'll get back to you when the coals are ready. Alright guys, so this is how you want your coals to look, nice and white. Once they get white at the top, you know everything else below it is that way too. So let's get them into the grill and let's get this bird on. Okay, so here's the setup. I put about 15 unheated briquettes on each side of the drip pan, and then I will, on top of that, put half of the chimney on each side. We'll put that turkey right in the center there, and that'll be our indirect cooking. So let's get the hot coals on top of the uncooked coals. We'll add a little hickory wood chips to the top, get that bird on, and get rolling. They say about 15 to 20 minutes per pound. It's an 11-pound turkey, so I'm looking at, what, 3 hours or something? I'm trying to get it done before my son gets home from his work day. He did have to pull a double the last 2 days, so it'll be nice to come home and have some turkey, mashed potatoes, and some salad. Let's do it. It didn't work the best with the drip pan there. I got a bunch of soot in there, so next time I got to remember, keep the chimney away from the drip pan. Alright, let's throw wood chips on it, get the grate on, and get that turkey in. Let's not forget my thermometer. Alright, let's let it roll for about an hour. See you in a little bit. I'm going to go have me a beer. Alright, so it's been 1 hour. Let's just take a look at it. We're going to just kind of baste it with chicken. What is it? What are we basting it with? Chicken broth. Bam. Poblanos are definitely charred on those outer ones, but the inner ones will be looking good. I'm just going to put some chicken broth on there. Oh yeah. The temp hasn't gotten over 350. We got a good temperature going. I think pouring that butter, olive oil over it is why it's charring up so good at the very top, but it's looking pretty good. And like I said, those poblanos right there, that's just the outer part that's charring. All the stuff inside is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so we're on to hour 2. Let's just take a look at it. Let's probe it and see what we're looking at here as far as temp. You definitely want it about 165 to 170. So let's go right into here. Feel that bone. Back out a little. Wow, we're probably done. We're already over that. Big time there. Let's check over here by the thigh.
What are you doing?
Like right in there. Back it out. Yep, we're done, honey.
All done?
This is done. Alright, so here it is. Let's just cut into this breast real quick and see how it is looking in there. Seems to be coming off the bone nicely. There's the peppers. Oh, look at that. This white meat in here would be the driest cut of the turkey, obviously. Let's try it real quick here. Where is it? Nice and tender. That skin's a little bit crispy. Awesome flavor. So, there you go. We're going to cut into this, make some mashed potatoes and some salad. And I would say we have success here in the turkey. Alright, that's cool. I'm going to cut out the rest. What you saying, Mama? I think that's yummy. So all in all, I gotta say, a good day, nice cooking. Me and my oldest son, these are our prizes for Thanksgiving and any chicken or any bird we do. We love them wingtips. So I saved him one. I'm going to enjoy this one. Good flavor. Got that little crisp even though it was smoked with a little bit of wood. Watch your internal temperature. Alright, so like we said, we're taking the Poblanos out. We're just going to throw them in the blender. Get them all blended up like into a nice sauce or whatnot. So we'll be back in a second. Nice. Add a little chicken broth to it. Blend it up, and then we'll just put it in a Tupperware or something, put it in the fridge, use it for, I don't know what, Mama, chicken enchiladas or something?
Or any base to like a green chili sauce.
Oh yes.
And that's going to be, because it has some of that smoky flavor.
We gotta taste it, right? Woo!
Garlicky.
Spicy. Garlicky. Whew. It's got a little kick to it. And definitely some smoke. Wow. Wow, that was hot. Alright.
So it's like super concentrated.
That's going to be awesome to add to some stuff. Woo! Spicy green chili, basically. Poblano style, right from the garden.